The most important thing for you right now should be this probation. You know why? Because you're looking at possibly 10 years in prison. All right, court is calling 2019 CR 5880, State of Texas versus Samantha Nicole Saldana. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Andres Campi from Saldana.
Are you Samantha Nicole Saldana?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Samantha Nicole Saldana who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2019 CR 5880 for the offense of intoxication assault on October 28, 2020 for a period of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Violated condition number 16 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Samantha Nicole Saldana, did then and there fail to comply with the rules, regulations, or instructions of transdermal alcohol monitoring, in that the device was tampered with from August 13th of 2023 at 4:07 p.m. until August 14th, 2023 at 12:13 a.m. in violation of condition number 16.
Did you say August 23 or August?
August 13th, sorry, Judge, 2023.
Wait, August 13?
To August.
August 13th to August 14th.
All right, I don't have that in my motion.
That's
Yeah, that was the motion that we had.
the violates the first one.
This one?
Yes.
All right, it just says August 1st through August 31st.
No.
Oh, you're reading from the first violation of 16.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Thank you. LaShawn, you were right there to say, here it is. Yes, there is. All right, how do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, ma'am.
State,
Your Honor, the state waives all the violations.
any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 16, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 16?
Yes.
Court will find violation of 16 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, alternate amendment for 90 days of scram plus regular and random UAs at ETGs and a zero tolerance.
Yeah, I really don't do zero tolerance. Is that the proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, with the caveat that if there are no positive readings from the UATGs after the 90 days, that requirement and the scram requirement be removed, I think is the.
And that's correct, Judge.
All right, and we have Kiana Neal on Zoom. Could you unmute, please? Could you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Kiana Neal.
All right, any objections to the witness appearing by Zoom? State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, does anyone have any questions?
Your Honor, I think we'd spoken with the probation officer earlier, but if the court has any questions, the state would object.
All right, so probation, are you in agreement with this recommendation from both the state and the defense?
I don't know if she was present when we.
They're asking that she be continued and that she be placed on scram and do sober support meetings.
You're right. I think
Already at most scram.
for the UA and ETG testing and she's already on scram. It's to continue the scram.
Yes. So what are your recommendations?
My recommendation is that she stay continue on scram and a TAP evaluation, follow any and all recs from TAP. She's eligible to get the device removed if she has 2 consecutive months of zero tampers or bracks.
All right, so somebody explain to me, what is this tampering? Was it tampered with or is there something else going on?
So Judge, as far as we can tell, we reached out to RMS yesterday. And what they can gather is that there's something that was going in between the sensor and the defendant's leg. They can't say what it is. We're still able to get readings from it. It can still detect some things. There was some detection of alcohol, but we can't quantify or say. It just says detected.
All right, when they say something between the device in her leg? Do they mean there was material between, or is there something with the reading?
They couldn't elaborate. So the way that it was described, the way I understood it, Your Honor, was that Recovery Monitoring Solutions gets some information from a subcontracted company called AMS. And the reading that Recovery Monitoring Solutions gets is that there was a tamper with the device. They could not tell us what the quantifiable definition or criteria was to make something to be considered tampering. We tried to call AMS. AMS told us that their contract was not with the county and that they couldn't discuss it with the DA's office, but they could discuss it with Recovery Monitoring Solutions. So we went back and tried to have them set up a meeting, but we were unsuccessful in getting that done prior to this.
All right. Is there anything else from either side?
No.
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor. We just.
All right.
The court followed.
Thank you so much for zooming in. This is what the court is going to do. The court notes that since you were placed on probation in 2020, this is your first motion to revoke. The court is finding 16 true. Court will deny the motion. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to alter and amend conditions for continued scram until further notice. And there's going to be the UA hotline for 45 days. And make sure that there's a testing for alcohol, just as a safety gap.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to do 60 sober meetings in 60 days. Is there anything else from either side?
No, Your
The-
Honor.
Probation?
Judge, I would like to continue and go ahead and get the TAP done as well.
All right, there's going to be a TAP evaluation. Follow TAP recommendations. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, then you all can come back here and we'll address it. Probation, is there anything else?
Judge, I just want to urge the court to admonish Ms. Saldana only because we had a compliance hearing in regards to the device. And there still seems to be some type of issue there.
All right. I'm going to admonish her in just a second. Ms. Neal, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much for zooming in. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you. You're welcome.
All right, we're going to go off the record. Here's the thing. This is probation. You're looking at 10 years in prison. You understand? So you had better make sure that there is no more tampering with this device and state. If there's more tampering or alleged tampering with the device, what's going to end up happening is whoever is with the company that is not hired by the county, they'll need to come in and we'll have a hearing. And so the next time, or there should not be a next time, but if this were to happen again, then what's going to end up happening is I'm going to want all the parties who have anything to do with the scram equipment you're wearing to either be here in person or be here by Zoom. But you are looking at 10 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else?
Your Honor, the concern that I have is the service support meetings. Ms. Saldana does not have a vehicle and she does not have internet at her.
Oh, there's sober support meetings everywhere. Do you have a cell phone? I'm sure that cell phone has internet on it, does it not? No, she's saying yes, it does. So there we go. Everybody's cell phone has internet on it. How old are you?
32.
All right, she's 32. She's young. She can make it happen. There's the library. There's Via Bus. And last time I checked, I believe the library downtown, the library all over the city has internet access for people who don't have internet access. Am I incorrect on that? Where there's a will, there's a way. I always tell people, if it's important, you treat it like it's important. The most important thing for you right now should be this probation. You know why? Because you're looking at possibly 10 years in prison. You understand?
Yeah.
And who is Anthony?
He's my husband.
All right. So you've done that. There's no way to undo it unless you do a cover up. Here's my advice to people. People always want to put other people's names on their bodies. You know what the safe bet to put a name on your body? love you, mom, your children, or yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you and Anthony, something were to happen and you get divorced and you meet somebody else, what are you going to tell that guy? Oh, that's my child, you know? So there you go. I hope he has his name, your name on his body
He does.
in bold where everybody can see it. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, court is going to call 2019 CR 9018W, State of Texas versus Walter Jean Cerna Martinez. Could our parties announce for the record for the state, for the defense?
Humberto Saldaña for Walter Jean Cerna Martinez.
All right, and are you Walter Jean Cerna Martinez?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, so he was taken into custody on May 9th, and it was for a TAP evaluation and felony drug court referral. Felony drug court referral rejected him for 2 reasons. And they're saying that he doesn't meet the criteria also, but also because of his previous offense, that he is not eligible for the program. And the TAP evaluation is recommending residential treatment followed by aftercare.
And Judge, if I could have a chance to address those issues.
Yes.
Judge, as you know, we were here roughly 2 weeks ago. I made a very vigorous argument for why Mr. Martinez would like and was asking the court to stay out and do some sort of intensive outpatient treatment. Understandably, the court took action and said, no, you're going into custody. We'll do a TAP and we'll talk after that.
Mhm.
And so that's the purpose of this hearing today. Judge, the facts sort of remain the same. Walter Martinez, you heard from him, and is no longer working in a bar. He's working, he's got his own company. He's a journeyman electrician now. He got the trade like you had wanted him to do. And Judge, I think you heard a lot of testimony about that he is very influential in his church. He's been a part of that church for 4 years, 5 years, I'm sorry, stand corrected. And, you know, it's a church where, you know, he is very much in charge of youth ministry. He not only does youth ministry at that church, he's involved in youth ministry for some other churches as well.
All right, so he should not be involved in youth ministries based upon his prior history.
A judge, and then what I guess what I'm trying to say is, he is not the same person. I'm trying to paint the picture that he's not the same person that was here before you, or even somebody that he was prior to attending church. I know that many of us go through a metamorphosis. Many of us evolve, and that's the hope, really, in society.
All right, so let me just tell everybody, he's not going to be allowed to be working with the youth in youth ministries. And that's based upon the report I received of his prior history. So that's not going to happen. So we can take that off the table. So the only issue before the court today is whether or not I'm going to give him inpatient treatment or intensive outpatient treatment. The TAP evaluation is recommending inpatient treatment, or if I want to go a less structured way, then it will be intensive outpatient treatment. So those are the only thing that's on the table. This youth ministry thing, that is off the table. You're not allowed to do that. You understand?
Understood.
And you're not allowed to work around any youth. Do you understand?
Understood.
All right. So then the only issue is whether or not he's going to be in inpatient treatment or whether he's going to be in intensive outpatient treatment.
Yes.
And I remember the hearing from May 9th. So I remember the testimony from his sister. So.
Judge, we have a couple other people that Walter has known here today, just not from the sister, but we have a couple of people that are here from the church that would like to say a couple of things, if that's okay.
All right, but let's state with regards to inpatient treatment or outpatient treatment.
Your Honor, I've conferred with probation. I mean, I don't want to set him up for failure, Judge. So, you know, I think inpatient is the way to go, but I think probation is okay with intensive outpatient if he's on the scram.
Judge, the last time we were here in court, you did modify his conditions for a scram device to be on full term for the rest of the length of the term.
So do you think intensive outpatient treatment would be the route to start with?
I think we should start with that and give them a chance.
All right.
Monthly, the sober support meetings and the monthly year analysis. I do need to check to see if you changed the year analysis term the last time.
What I ordered was, of course, there's to be no employment with any location whose main source of income is alcohol. Scram for the full term. No driving without ignition interlock. There is going to be the UA hotline for 40 days upon release, 120 days of sober meetings. And to that, I'm going to add, you're not allowed to work with youth. That's at a church or anywhere else. And I'll add intensive outpatient treatment. And his probation was also extended for 3 years last time. All right, is there anything else?
For the state on it.
All right, we can go off the record. Did you enjoy being at the Bear County Jail?
No, Your Honor.
So here's the thing. Do not come back here for not reporting or any of that. If you let life get in the way and you don't report, we're going to have an issue. And you're looking at 7 years in the prison. Do you understand?
I do understand, Your Honor.
If there's an issue and you feel as probation is not solving it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand?
I understand, Your Honor, and thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Is there anyone you wanted me to hear from?
Judge, just the people, Gilbert, if that's okay, Judge, from the church.
All right, where's Gilbert from the church?
He's here in the back row in the black shirt. If you
All
could
right.
just come up, please.
Sir, please.
All right, so we're not on the record. Here's the thing. He is not allowed to be in youth ministries or any of that. He's not allowed to be around the youth. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything we don't understand?
No, I'm with you. I understand.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for coming down. It's always nice when people have support.
Yes.
So you have support, so there's no excuse to get off track. You understand?
I'm so grateful for my support, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Honor.
All right, you'll probably be released from the jail at 1 a.m. Why? I don't know. That's just the way it works.
I'm anticipating later, Your Honor, but you know what? I'm grateful for your judgment and I'm ready to not let you down. I would love to prove the court. I'm sorry. I know that I had absconded, Your Honor. I know that that was something that, and in that time I did have some things that I accomplished, but I'm ready to show you that I'm not that person.
Okay, so here's the most important thing. Yes, you need to show the court because you're looking at 7 years in prison,
Yes,
but you
ma'am.
need to show yourself and all the people who you say are looking up for you
Yes,
and all
ma'am.
the people who came to support you. Those are the people you need to show.
Absolutely.
All right. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All
You
right.
have a blessed day.
Oh, thank you. You too. Hi. Hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah. Well, you know, there was a major hailstorm in Shreveport.
You know, there's been so much crazy weather these days.
It has.
I didn't realize Shreveport had been.
Yeah.
Everything's getting monsters.
Yes. But you know, it's the ZA is upon us.
Stop, stop. I know you're dreaming. It's your dream. One day it'll come true. Hopefully not any day soon.
No. All right. Who's here on Samantha Nicole Saldana? Court is calling 2021 CR 2437 State of Texas versus James Madrone. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Thank you for the state, Your Honor.
defense?
Gary Chirac for the defense.
All right. And are you James Madrone?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Judge.
Are you the same James Madrone who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2437 for the offense of failure to stop and render aid serious bodily injury on March 21st, 2022 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, Judge.
State.
Violated condition number 4. In Bear County, Texas, the defendant, James Madrone, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January and December 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
State?
Your Honor, we waived the other violations alleged in the motion.
No objection.
All right, Mr. Madrone, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, I understand.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
It's not, Your Honor. We're going open, we are asking for the 10 years, Your Honor. I believe the defense might be heard on it.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting that he be placed on probation, that he be given weekly UAs and intense supervision. Basically, Judge, this was a lot dealing with financial issues. He has 2 small children that he was responsible for, living with his grandmother at the time. He's now presently employed. I believe he has the resources now to continue taking drug testing and support his children. So I think basically, Judge, if we give him weekly UAs and ISF, and put him back, not ISF, but intense supervision, that he's able to complete the probation successfully. You have anything to add, James?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
James Madrone.
All right, it says here that you didn't talk to the manager and you left when asked to stay in the lobby by the probation officer.
Your Honor, I was my grandmother, thankful for her that she helped me with my burdens when I had to do these reports and everything, and she would have my kids in the car while I'll be reporting. So at that time, I really didn't have too much time to be there due to my being responsible for 2 children. So that was just that at that time. That was it.
Okay, that doesn't make sense to me. Your grandmother is helping you with your children.
Yes.
And how old are your children?
3 and 1.
All right, so she's helping you with the 3 and 1-year-old. So you're telling me your grandmother drives you to see your probation officer
Yes.
and then says, I can't wait.
Yes, Your Honor.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's just like I have real no support, really none. It's just me out there.
All right, so your grandmother is not supporting you.
Well, in a way she is, in a way.
All right, and then it says that they tried to have virtual meetings with you and you kept rescheduling and they allowed you to reschedule it and reschedule it and reschedule it.
Again, I had financial burdens.
So you didn't have a cell phone?
No.
You couldn't get a ride via bus?
Your Honor, my grandma lived in Leon Valley and then she moved over there by Lackland Air Force Base. And I did not have reliable transportation.
Oh, no, I know for a fact that there's transportation by via for Lackland.
Oh.
And you know how I know there is that? Because one time I made a mistake and got on the looper, which I believe is the 510, and it takes you all around the city. And I was like, wow, this is where the bases are.
Yes, but where I had to report was over there by 1604 in Bandera, which.
Via.
Yes, Your Honor. They canceled that bus route. I know it sounds like if I'm making it up or not, but yes, they did cancel that bus route for that reason. That drive was very, very extreme.
Did you pick up the phone, call probation and say, hey, this
Yes,
is
Your
where
Honor.
I am? Okay.
Yes, Your
All right. Any other questions?
Mr. Madrone, my name is Hank Wilkins. If I ask anything you don't understand, just let me know and I'll try and rephrase it, okay? Do you know the last time you reported?
The last time I reported was
This year?
yes.
It was this year? So would you be surprised to learn that Probation thinks the last time you reported is November. of last year.
Um,
Did you ever do the CATS theft course?
no, no,
Did you do the CATS 2 theft course?
no,
Did you do the moral recognition therapy?
no.
Did you do anything on probation?
I had parenting classes that were available online, which I did do, and it waived over my community service.
I'm sorry to interrupt. How can you do the parenting classes online,
They
but
were
you
for
can't
free.
report? No, but you can't report to probation online. Explain that to me.
I did report to probation online every time I had a Zoom meeting. And when it was in person, it was hard for me to be able to report due to my lack of transportation.
Do you remember telling probation in January of this year, they're not gonna do anything?
No,
Do you remember telling them, I know the judge will reinstate me?
no,
You understand that when you pled to this offense, that's a 3rd-degree felony, right? You're looking at up to 10 years in prison.
yeah, I do understand. Yes, I understand.
And you knew that, and you still didn't do these conditions of probation, right? You didn't do the
No.
moral recognition therapy?
Not that I had faced financial burdens. So I did not have support from the mother of my children. She was attending school at the time. But now I have a reliable job. I have the means to prove to the court that I could be responsible in finishing my term.
Seems like the easiest thing to do would be to report, though. You didn't report it all this year, right?
No, because she said that she was gonna file a motion to revoke, and I had said that, okay, that we have to do what we have to do. That's simple, that's what I had said in that response.
I pass the least strong.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Probation. Was there any restitution for Elise Perez and Kimberly Soto? All right. So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. With regards to punishment, state, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking for the 10 years in prison. This is a 3rd-degree felony. This is a SBI, Your Honor. Some other cases we're taking into consideration of this plea. The defendant had opportunities in provision. He didn't do much of anything on probation. I was trying to get some more information today. None of the answers are very satisfying. So we're asking for 10 years in prison.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, I asked that he be sent, continued on probation and sent to ISF for a period of time to get his thoughts together. Be able to get out on the street and be a productive member of society and also a father for his 2 children.
All right. Oh, yes, you wanted to add something?
May I address the question?
Sure.
Yes, I would like to say that I would like to suggest no tolerant probation where I may be supervising weekly UAs. I do not use drugs.
Mhm.
And or an outpatient program, intense outpatient programs that I can prove to the court where I can be responsible in completing my probation successfully.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you up to will sentence you to 8 years in the prison. There's to be no unsupervised contact with the minors. Court will give you credit for any time served, and the court will request the therapeutic community. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right. You do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. I can't force them to place you in the therapeutic community. You'll have to request that. And then it's completely up to them whether or not they place you in the therapeutic community.
Your Honor. What was the consequence again?
Oh, you're going to prison for 8 years.
I'm going to prison for 8 years,
Yes,
and that's the done deal.
yes. Who's here on Jacob DeLeon? All right, probation, this is an application. All right. Court is calling 2021 CR 5396, State of Texas versus Jacob Christian DeLeon. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins to the state, Your Honor.
Defense?
Andre Smith for defense.
Are you Mr. DeLeon?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client? Court will find the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. DeLeon, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
And the nature of this offense, you're only eligible for deferred adjudication. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. May I talk to you?
No, I'm just doing the plea.
Okay.
Is there something you wish to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it the facts about the facts of your case?
It's about my case, yes, ma'am.
What specifically?
I just wanted to let you know that, I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous, but,
Yeah.
so I've never been in trouble before. This is my.
All right,
first
so let
time.
me stop you right there.
Yes, ma'am.
So the only thing I'm doing here today is accepting your plea. If you wish to continue with this plea, I'm not going to make a decision today on your application for deferred adjudication. You'll get another date. And at that date, that's when parties, if they wish, they can tell me your background or tell me some facts about you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did that answer your question, sort of? All right. Do you have any question about anything else? All right. Did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, ma'am, we are, Your Honor.
So that's counts 1, 2, and 3, correct? Are y'all proceeding on all counts?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. DeLeon, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that according to your plea bargain agreement, that you're to plead to all 3 counts?
Yes, ma'am.
And defense, is that the understanding?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, in each count, you're charged with the offense of aggravated robbery. That's a first-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, court could find you guilty and sentence you up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him? Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, sure.
Sir, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 9 years in the prison. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and the state is opposed to your application. Did you understand that to be the plea?
It should be affirmative finding deadly weapon, not family.
Oh, I am so sorry. An affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, sure.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
There have been, but they've been granted, Your Honor.
All right, then to count one, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Count two, how do you plead?
No contest.
Count three, how do you plead?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Your Honor, I offer State's Exhibit 1 in the attachments.
No objection.
All right, state, you may continue to confirm.
Thank you.
Sir, did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Is there any mental health issues
Yes,
with
sir.
client?
We were asking for mental health evaluation.
All right, so I'm going to set this for a PSI, a TAP evaluation and mental health evaluation. Ms. Ferguson, I need a PSI date. All right, we'll come back on July 9th. On July 9th, I'll make a decision on your application based upon the reports that are presented to me and any other evidence that's presented.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me.
Yes,
Will I have a chance to talk to you on that day?
yes,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
You have a good day.
Oh, thank you. You too. All right, what is happening with this case, counsel?
We have, so the defendant had several cases, and there was a family violence case that has been dismissed and re-indict, or it's now a misdemeanor, it's been reduced to a misdemeanor. I believe it's our second or third sitting, Judge, and what
Yes.
we're asking for is a little more time. Defense attorney has, there's some videos about the stop in this case that he wants to review, and we'd like a little time to talk about the Coban video, Your Honor.
All right, so do you all have access to the videos?
We were checking this morning. I think we have a couple of them. There might be one more.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Carmona, can I have a 30-day reset, please? And it's for discovery.
Yes, ma'am. I can do the 24th of June.
All right, we'll come back on June 24th for discovery. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. All right, so he's been rejected by Veterans Treatment Court. So where are we?
Your Honor, I believe on May 20th, the thing has turned in a pre-trial diversion. I believe the file is with them, so I believe he's been accepted.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a PTD date, please, on Frank Patterson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, June 27th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
You Judge.
Thank you. All right, continue up, doing good work. You understand? You're welcome. Darwin Gomez, are we ready on Darwin Gomez? All right, so here's my question. I see he has an interpreter.
Yes, sir.
Is he a citizen?
No, Your Honor. He's a legal permanent resident, Your Honor. That's part of the issue.
All right.
Yeah.
And are you going to obtain an immigration attorney for him as it relates to this?
Yes, and that's why we're asking for the reset.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson, give me a 45-day reset, please.
I can do July 11th.
July 11th.
That will work.
All right, and have you received all the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was an offer tendered?
It was today, yes.
Okay. All right, so July 11th would be your plea deadline date. On that date, you need to let the court know whether or not you're accepting the state's offer. Anything else?
That would be it, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Norma. Have a great one.
Thank you.